my name is Jillian Geiger, and today I'm going to be demonstrating a subcutaneous regular insulin injection. The order that I have is regular insulin 5 units sub-Q, and it is just one dose. So I'm in the medication room. I'm going to make sure that the needle I have is between 28 to 31 gauge for sub-Q, and I need to make sure that it is no longer than 5/8 because insulin needles go from 3/16 to 5/8. They do not need to be any longer. So the needle that I have here is 1 milliliter 28 gauge, and it's 1/2 inch, which would be 4/8, so I'm good. And then I need to make sure that it's no more than 1 milliliter because you cannot administer more than 1 milliliter for subcutaneous. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw up air for 1 milliliter because that is my ordered dose. There is units on this syringe, so I'm going to pull it up to 100 units, which is equivalent to 1 milliliter. I'm going to uncap my needle and take my regular insulin container. I am going to make sure, though, before I start, I'm going to recap my needle for the purpose of this, to make sure nothing happens. I do have to wipe off my container. Make sure it's clean. I'm not going to blow on it or anything like that. I'm just going to let it dry on its own. And then I would pick my needle back up. And I would take this, go straight in and push the air into the container. Then I'm going to lift this up and pull out 1 milliliter of regular insulin, trying to make sure that I don't get any air bubbles or anything like that. And even if I do, I'm going to account for a little extra space at the end to get the air bubbles out. Alright, going to put this back down, move it off to the side, and check for any air bubbles. There seems to be none. Push that back up a little bit. And then I'm going to recap using the scoop method if my cap would stay still. And I'm going to set that off to the side. Now I'm going to go into my patient's room and verify the 5 rights with my patient, make sure it's the right patient, the right drug, right dose, route, and time. Then I'm going to clean the area from the inner circle to the outer and throw that away. I can discard of these now. I'm going to make sure to not blow or anything like that on the skin. Let it dry on its own. And once it is dry, I'm going to put my gloves on. They are getting away from me today. I do apologize. Put my gloves on, not using sterile technique. Then I'm going to uncap my needle. Cap off to the side right now. If this were a 3/8 needle, I would be going in at a 90-degree angle, but because it's 5/8, or it is 1/2, I'm going to be in at more of a 45-degree angle. Gonna pinch the skin just a little bit and make sure the bevel is up and go in. I'm going to administer the full 1 milliliter. Making sure it's not too fast nor too slow. I'm going to hold it for a second and then pull out. There is a little bit of a bleb on this. It is because this patient has been stuck multiple times in about the same areas. I'm going to recap the needle now, though. Typically, I would just put the safety lock on it, put it into the container. For the purposes of this video, I will not be doing that. Now I'm going to dab around if there was any excess, and I would reassess my patient about 15 minutes, make sure they're doing all right. Thank you.